The lesson for today's video is that when you do good things happen to you. So we're going to talk about what I mean by that. We're going to get into some specific examples here. So this can be a sign from the universe, and this can also be a sign of you building momentum. Either way, it happens, and it's not just something that I'm making up. You can see real life examples of this, and it is a real thing. So we're going to talk about the importance of it and why you need to be a good person so that good things can happen to you in return. And that is the first lesson, is being a good person. Like, not enough people are actually good people. Like, we look at all the filth and the wickedness in this world, and I mean, people want to be like these people, and they want to act like what they see. And in reality, the things that we see or that are shown to us and how the way that we should act, the way that it's portrayed, that's not the actual way that we should be acting. That's not how you live like a good person. And there's not enough people with good character in this world, and that's why a lot of people, they would do anything to stab you in the back. They would do anything for $1. They would do anything they would even snake a friend. They would turn their back on a family member just to make money or just to have something benefit them. And that's why the majority of people aren't good people. So, and that's why the majority of the time it comes back to haunt them. And I'm just being honest, and it's going to come back to haunt you in the end. If you act, you only deserve one fate, and it's going to come back to bite you in the end. And what I'm going to talk about today is the examples of how being a good person can basically change your life, and it can change your life for the better. So one specific example I know that follows me around since I was younger and since as long as I can remember is the fact that if something is not mine, I would never take it. If something belongs to somebody else, I would never steal from somebody else, just because I know how hard it takes. I mean, I know how much hard work you have to put in and how difficult it is to gain something that maybe you worked so hard for, and then somebody just takes it away. And it's like when somebody goes and steals something from someone else, that just shows they're weak, lazy, and they're just not a good person. They're wicked inside. Because if you need to go and steal something and you can't work your way up to having that and attaining whatever you stole, you're a useless human being at that point. Because how can you not go get something for yourself that another man has, but instead the work that he put in, you want to steal what he has and not put in the work for it? It's just low down. It's evil. And those people deserve whatever's coming to them. And they deserve their fate, which is a lot of the times going to come back to hurt them in the long run. So, and when you do something like that, it basically tells you, when you get away with it, it'll tell you, hey, I can keep doing this. I can keep stealing from others, or I can keep being a bad, wicked person to benefit myself. And maybe it might work out in the short term, but in the long term, you're going to lose everything that you stole. People, friends, family along the way. No one's going to trust you, and nobody wants to deal with that. So like, back to my example, I would never steal anything that isn't mine. Even if I see it laying around, I won't take it. I won't pick it up. Or maybe I will pick it up and try to figure out whose it belongs to. But there's even the smallest thing, even a penny, I would never steal, because I know that it's going to come back. If I take something behind someone's back, and maybe it's just me around and I'm the only one that ever knew I stole it, I know deep down that the universe knows that I stole it as well, and my karma is going to be coming back to get me. And I know that could be within, like, business wise, making money. It could be something with my family, anything like that. There's always a way that it's going to come back around to you, and you're going to have to face your consequences. So when I've just always had that type of mindset to where I'm like, I would never take something that somebody else had to work for. I would never stab somebody in the back, a family member, a friend. I'm always respectable to people that respect me as well. I would never say anything behind your back that I wouldn't say to your face. And I mean, the majority of the world isn't like that. So that's why you have to separate yourself from the majority of the world. You have to be your own person, and you have to adopt this mindset so that you can stand out above the rest. You want to stand out above the crowd, you've got to be different, and you got to think differently, and things will come to you differently. Things that other people can't attain, you'll start attaining them. The universe wants to sees that you want to win, so it's gonna want you to win back. So it's gonna help you get to where you have to go. You just have to be a good person. If you're doing everything right, you have no choice but to improve and to win. And in order to win, you gotta have results. And in order to have results, you gotta put in the work. And that's the next thing that I wanna talk about, is the fact that when you're putting in the work, even when no one else sees it, it's gonna pay off in the end. So it's like, you can say you did the work. You can say you put in this many hours, you work at something every day. I'm trying to build my business, I work on it every day, but nobody really sees the work that you're putting in. We just hear words coming out of your mouth, and the words don't mean anything until we see results. And the thing is, you can say that all you want, but you're only hurting yourself in the long run. If you're lying about the work that you put in, that's gonna show eventually. It's gonna come to show, and everyone's gonna see that you're fake and you're lying about what you do, and that you're just an unreliable person. Like, nobody wants to be around somebody like that lies all the time and that wants things the easy way. So like, put in the work, put your head down. You don't need to tell anybody about it, but the universe will reward you for your good behavior and for your habits. Along the way, you're just building skills, and it's not necessarily just the fact that you're putting in the work that you get rewarded, but it's the fact that you're building up your skills that whole time behind closed doors, and you're failing. When you're failing throughout those times, you're only getting better. When you do finally get that win, you have no choice but you've done it so many times, you failed at it so many times, that now you know how to win, and you obtain that and you use it to get your next win. And that's basically the main principle that people use to like catapult themselves, catapult their lives, their mindset, their businesses, their pockets grow. It's like that momentum that you build up is the main thing. And this all comes down to you being a good person. When you've got good habits, when you treat others fairly, good things come back in return. People do favors for you when you look out for them. You build a community of good friends that are like you, that would never stab each other in the back, would never try to steal each other's girls, do things like that, snake things that most people do. And that's just why you can't trust most people. You got to find people that are like you and that can make you want to become a better person and live your life the right way. A lot of the times when you look at people that are successful and doing it in the right way, and that didn't sell out to become successful, you look at these people and they all have these characteristics. They all have a good group of friends that are trustworthy. They're trustworthy people. They would never steal from you. They would always give things to people in need, and good things always come back to them. It's just simple. It's a simple principle. And people don't really break it down as deep as I actually go. But when you really break everything down and peel back the layers, you'll see that this is the root cause is of being a good person. Like, you can never become successful or become what you want to be in life without being a good person. It just doesn't happen. Unless you're like a sellout to where you're a despicable person. Okay, fine. Maybe you can do it that way. But like I said at the beginning of the video, it's always going to come back to hurt you. It's always going to come back to bite you. So you can choose one way or another. But like I'm telling you, do things the right way. Never take shortcuts. Treat people how you want to be treated. Never steal from others that worked hard to obtain something, because maybe it might be something small to you, but maybe it took them their whole lifetime to work for that. So it's like, be somebody that can be trusted, somebody that can be respected. I'm telling you, it's only going to attract good things, good people. People will all look up to you in a certain way, and it only attracts other good things as well. Good health, good wealth, and it's just a better mindset, better than the majority of people have. So that's pretty much what the video is about. And just remember the main topic of the video. Just remember that sentence. When you do good things will always happen to you. It might not happen right away. It might not happen a little bit down the road, but eventually it will happen one way or another. And you just have to become that person so that good things come to you in abundance. And I mean, that's the topic of the video. That's all I have to say.